All right, welcome to Neural Channels, the viewers. So we have myself, the Oracle. We have Ace.
Hello.
And we have Gan.
Hello.
And we have the Three of Hearts, which will be doing a reading today.
Hiya.
So, Three of Hearts, what are you here for?
Well, I see a lot of changes coming up in my future. So I would like to see what it holds.
All right. So maybe we should go do what we call the spiritual detox, which is the first 10 years of your life, then a decade reading. So 10, 20, 30. So Three of Hearts, how old are you?
42.
Okay. So this is good that you're starting your fourth decade at an early stage, so we could just take a look. So what we're going to do is a 10 card spread. And this is the first 10 years. Now, we're kind of limited on time, so we had a late start. But we're going to go through, and this is recorded, so we could go through the first 10 years, 10 to 20, 30 to 40, and then we'll talk about the 40 and what's going on now. I'd like to be able to identify the negative energies and put them on a parchment. You put them on the parchment, and all three of us will wish for you more positively. Okay. Now, we have Gan here who speaks Spanish, so all of your Spanish people out there.
Hola, buenas noches a la gente que habla castellano. Bienvenidos a nuestro show.
You have to talk louder on it. And we also have Ace, who also speaks Spanish.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
All right. So what happened to Three of Hearts the first 10 years of your life? Okay, let's see. The first card.
And while she's played that, remember to follow us on Neural Channels.
So we have the Knight of Swords. Now it's upside down. That means the energy is low. This is the first 10 years of your life, so you probably won't be aware of what it is. But this is like your environment and what you saw the first 10 years. So the Knight of Swords, they talk about, it's upside down. So basically it's low in energy. Meaning it's either going away or it's coming in. So it's either leaving or coming in. So it's low energy. And the Knight of Swords is about cutting through the truth. Okay, kind of like the way it looks, and it's upside down, but basically it's being blunt, opinionated. So you weren't very blunt and very opinionated. You kind of just stood there. Okay, all right, ending. Okay, so death. Now this card, people trip a lot because they're so scared of it, but it is part of our lives. It's an ending to something and the beginning of something. So, so this is what you were dealing with, some sort of ending the first 10 years of your life. Okay, a transition. Okay, directional change. So either you or your family was going through some sort of directional change within the 10 years of your life. Okay, kind of like a move of some sort, or maybe around 6 years old, possibly, that this change was occurring. But it's a directional change that you remembered or that you were a part of.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the third card is usually our subconscious. This is the root cause of this. So basically, you had no say. In of course, you know, you were less than 10 years old. but you had no say to this ending, this transition, okay? And it was risky, kind of risky, um, but you went through that. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So this is the fourth card. This is going away. The Chariot. So the Chariot tells us there was a lot of hard control, a lot of strictness in the first 10 years of your life. Kind of like do this or you get spanked or something. So it's almost like it's the Chariot, the guy behind the sword. And so what's coming in is working together. Okay? So it's the Three of Pentacles. Do you remember anything the first 10 years of your life? Vividly? Kind of like?
I remember the first 10 years I was really committed to accomplishing the activities, the various activities in my life, and being successful at that. Dancing was a big deal. My gymnastics career really took off and it was at peak. Those were the things that stood out the most.
Okay, in the first 10 years of your life.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So, thank you. Don't forget to visit www.neuralchannels.com. Thank you again. All right. The sixth card that's coming in is Three of Pentacles. So you started to form a team. Okay, this is outside the house. Okay, so it just started to bring working with maybe a coach or two other people outside of your house.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what's starting to form in. You kind of phase yourself outside the home because it was so controlling. That was the environment. It was very controlling. It was hard control. So, you worked with two people outside of your home. Okay? So, and we're talking about the Hermit. And the Hermit talks about wisdom. You really started thinking in a wise way for a tiny tot. And you really, this ending, you wanted this hard control to end. You couldn't stand being controlled that hard. You needed to be free. You're a free spirit, actually. And you had a quest for a knowledge and power and tangible things. You needed a way to get out, in a way. Okay? So this all started the first 10 years of your life. You started thinking, started going outside. Okay. Relationships. You started bonding. Wow.
Are you talking bonding outside the home? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. At very young age. My goodness. Yes. No. You were. So the Lovers is about relationships, not necessarily sexual. Okay. But that bond. You needed a bond is actually outside of your home. A relationship that was based on love and not control.
Right.
Okay. So this is interesting because the 10th card is what they call the two of swords, the stalemate. So you have been on this quest of finding your soulmate for a very long time. This started the first 10 years of your life.
Wow.
Going outside of your home and that controlling environment. It makes sense. I don't think we've ever done this the first 10 years of your life.
Nope.
But this stems. It stems now. We've worked with people in hopes in finding that mate. But every time that you think you could work with someone, it becomes a stalemate. Okay. All right. I'm glad that we're audio taping this, because then, videotaping it is. It's a good way to kind of look back. But it's really interesting. Let's see how the it's really interesting. I'm intrigued, because usually the first 10 years you don't find heavy cards like this. But you felt that controlling environment had to end. You couldn't deal with the chariot, you know?
I have a good idea of what that control was.
Yeah.
That started at a very, very young age.
Yeah. It's not great, because it's, you have to hit the horse, the chariot. It's, you have to hit the horse. The opposite of chariot is the strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's self-control. But the chariot, to me, it's very harsh, because you literally have to, kind of like master and slave, hit them, mm-hmm. or burn the horses so they would run faster, kind of thing. So this started very young, and you were seeking for that relationship that's blessed by the angel. So really interesting. And this is what you thought. I'm going to have a directional change. I'm not going to have this controlling environment. I'm going to think about this. I'm going to be wise about this. I'm always going to have resource. I'm going to have. I need to have resource. I need to have power. I have to have tangible things to be out of here. You know the recipe. I got to work with people in an environment that we could all work on. But you seem like you have the recipe, but it always turns out to be a stalemate eventually.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So let's see the second stage. And then maybe we can't even do all of this tonight, but we could start getting the first 3, and then we could look into the whole process of removing, identifying. I always believe in looking back, turning back the time to see how it stems, the root cause of everything. Okay, so tell us the second decade. Let's see what's going on in your second decade. I'm asking the cards, not you 3 of cards. And this is videotape. We are gonna go live a broadcast, but this is right now taped at an earlier time until we get the twang of it. But again, visit us for more information at www.neuralchannels.com. This is going to be broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So all the. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see what the second decade of your life.
Okay.
All right. Very interesting reading on the first, I should say. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so the first card is, this card could be Ace. I hear you laughing there. We love this card. No, we don't love it, but it's not really a happy card. Remember, it's upside down. So, this is the 7 of Swords, and, he looks like he's sneaking around, lone wolf style. So, this is between your 10 and 20 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, you did a lot of sneaking around.
Sure did.
So, and you had to do what you had to do, okay? But not so bad. It's upside down. But you did a lot of things by yourself. and sneaked off here and there. Okay. That's funny because we, you're nodding your head, Ace. Tell me. Oh, Ace is also learning the cards, understanding the cards. She's been doing it for
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a little over a year now.
about a year now.
Yeah, off and on.
So
practicing and doing
not to get off the subject here. We have our 3 viewers, all different stages of the decades. We have 20th century, 30th century, and the 40th century. So we have 20, 30, and 40. So we all have our own perspective in our own life, and the different times we're all. Right, Gan?
Right.
Okay.
Totally right. Yes.
So I just thought it was interesting because in her first reading, 3 of Hearts, I noticed that we had the Chariot, which was a lot of exertion of hard control, and now we have the opposing card that was mentioned, which is Strength, and it's coming in full force. I see that,
Yeah.
which is about soft control and not using force to get what you want, but working with.
Yeah, you really didn't like that hard control. You on your second century, your 10 to 20. You yourself were very compassionate. Even when there was lies, there was a lot of sneaking around. You were still very compassionate to that kind of thing, which is really opposite of that. So, okay, the third card. Oh, okay, all right. So it's Queen of Pentacles. So you were like, oh my God. So you were very nurturing in this stage of your life. I mean, you were a mama 3 of Hearts, okay? You were catering and how are you doing? Do you need help? Are you hungry? Do you want to eat? I mean, okay, you were just Miss Compassion, especially when they're suffering. So it's really interesting that the cards are what you didn't get the first 10 years, you're giving out.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
So, okay. And actually, during this time, you understood why you were where you are because you understood your own bullshit. You kind of understood your part in it. Again, I'm referring to the stalemate. So again, so you're always trying to modify, again, you encountered the sneakiness, the lying, cheating thing between 10 to 20. Okay? You were very soft. You didn't have hard control. You didn't say do this or die, do this, and you were very forgiving, very nurturing, and you kind of understood why this person lied, steal, and cheated because you felt that you were part of this, not necessarily, what I mean? So you understood your part, but not necessarily them understanding their part. You understood your part. I think if the other part was understood by the other side, it would have been different today. But, okay, so, okay. All right, during this time, it's all about who won. This period of your time, it was all about pride. Oh my God, lots of pride on your part, and so forth. So so this part there was a lot. It was all about who I won, who won on both sides. You won, I won. It was all about pride, and pride makes us all spiritually useless because we care about who won, instead of who lost. The suffering that both of you, the people around you suffered because of a win, right? To me, a win is who has the most lamb before the war wins. But everyone loses because everyone suffers. So this is prideful, a prideful time in your life. Okay. So this was coming in again. Probably we'll see this on the next one, the 30 years,
Okay.
20 to 30. but you started to develop an identification, a belief system, like religion. So the Hierophant is about a higher level of understanding. It's just not you. It's not just that person. It's more than that, you know. And you're starting to think at a higher level. That was coming in. Coming in during the 10 to 20.
Okay.
Is towards the end of that 20, you started to have a higher belief system, like a religion, right? So, okay. Okay, so this is not a great card because this card is about broken relationships, regrets, the owl card. So it's sorrow. That's how you regretted. You had a lot of regrets between 10 to 20 of your years. Okay. Again, this is on the other side. You felt it's weird because you're always the one encouraging, it's going to be okay, but you didn't get that. You didn't get that at all. No compassion, no nothing. And that's a lot of your regret is that. Please don't cry.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, please. Okay, all right.
Heartbreaking.
Okay, all right. So, this is actually, this card is a trip because it's called the High Priestess, and and I hate to say every time there's a heartbreak or there's a disappointment or anything like that, you tend to get enlightened a little bit, and the High Priestess is upside down. But you starting to see behind the curtain, where it was a facade before, and you started to be able to see behind the scenes. Okay, so this is between 10 to 20, more latter of your 20. Okay, when you had that regret, that broken relationship, that owie, a lot of regrets. You started to kind of see differently. So the way it looks before and then what it really looks. So that energy was coming in, which is the High Priestess. You're able to see what is being covered. Okay. Then actually towards it'll be interesting to see the next one, your 30 to 40, because this one actually, your second stage was very significant. Again, the first 10 years was about your home and going outside, not going back to that. You already knew this is the ending of the hard control. No way. No, I'm not going to live this way. I'm going to, the 10 to 20, there was compassion. There was no hard control. You gave what you didn't get, that you wanted. But you started going towards, you had an idea, and it was a belief system. You developed a belief system towards your 20 years old, and you were very hard at work on it. You were just like, okay, this is what I want, this is the thing, How old were you when you had your first child?
22.
Okay, but were you nesting around that time? Did you want it?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So because you wanted.
I was working hard. I was working really hard.
Towards that direction of your life.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Because this belief system came in, and this belief system is usually like family. It's usually resembles religion at a higher level, but a belief system like the values, family values, things like that, different lifestyle. and you were going towards that. Okay. Really interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at your 20 and 30.
You're combining.
I can't
20
believe
and 30.
Yeah, so we're going to go from 10 years, 20 years, now we're going to 30.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought we went 0 to 10.
0 to 10
And then 10
then
to
to
20.
20.
That was 10 to 20.
And
Yes.
this is 20s to 30.
to 30. So it's
Got
a
it.
decade.
Yep,
Decade.
yep. Got it.
Always a decade. 30 years for Saturn to come. Is it 30 years or 60 years? Gan, is it?
For Saturn to come.
Saturn to come back, is it 30 years to orbit the sun? I think it's 30 years.
Not sure.
Someone Google that. No, I'm just joking. All right, so see, really interesting. It's interesting, you know, how we all develop. I did my own, you know, and man, I was pretty fucked up. But anyway, okay. So let's talk about, we did your 0 to 10, 10 to 20. We're going to talk about 20 to 30.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, upside down, not all there. This card is about deeper meaning and moving on. So you started to really think about leaving your old ways. Okay. See all the, and upside down, see all the cards.
Yeah.
He looks sad. You know, he looks sad, but you know, it's basically kind of saying, I'm going to move on. I found a deeper meaning. That's when you started to think, wow. I'm sorry, how old are you now?
42.
12 years later. Wow. Okay. So anyway, okay, so deeper meaning, moving on. Ooh. Okay, so the King of Swords, I know. The King of Swords, it's about ethics. Okay? Lying, stealing, cheating are not good things at all. I don't know of any human that would like to be stolen from, cheated from, lied to. So, you know, the ethical part of it is like, oh, some things are good for you that are bad for me, but some, you know, it's all about perspectives. I'm sorry. Lying, stealing, cheating is not good for any side of perspective. So there's some ethical issues you were dealing with during this time. You know, do the right thing. That's not the right. You couldn't make up excuses anymore like you did the first 10 to 20. Like you kind of like very compassionate, very forgiving about the lying, stealing, and cheating. You're like, oh, it's okay. I'll do better. And you did. And so did the person. But you started really thinking about the ethical values. Yeah, you know it's wrong. Well, everybody knows it's wrong. Okay. Okay, that dreaded. We saw that on the first. Was it on the first reading?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
The
stalemate.
outcome.
Yeah. So it's stalemate. So it's you know, stalemate like in the chess game.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
just
God.
yeah. It's like, oh gosh. So you kind of already you felt this during this time, the 20 and 30s. Ooh. Okay. So devil card is not really a great card. Okay, so remember the Lover's card?
Yep.
Which is the first one? This is the opposite.
Okay.
So it's blessed by the devil,
Thanks.
not an angel. But this is in the past. But when something's in the past, it was here in this time. And that had to do with the physical level, meaning we are habitually attached to a person, place, thing, or drugs. This was like big attachment there.
Okay.
So that this period of your life was, attachment to those things that actually made it worse.
Got
Got it? Okay. All right. Without saying too much, but again, you know, it was a way to connect,
Yep.
but through the devil way.
Yikes.
Yeah. You know.
Right.
So when the devil comes up, usually it's a person who's addicted to something, addicted to a person, to alcohol to for something not spiritual.
All of the above.
Yep. Okay, so it was not. I believe that this 20 to 30 stage of your life, actually, it's so funny. You went out to find love and you got stalemate, and then the second level of your life between 10 to 20 was pretty good, actually. Very compassionate. It was actually a pretty good time for you. A lot of self-control. You kind of did that. The third level is that time was not calm at all for you. Nobody was diplomatic. It was just, constant, that energy, kind of like the devil energy, the energy of
Yes.
attachments and mine, just no compassion whatsoever. Not like your previous reading.
Right.
Okay, a lot of defenses. Everybody was defensive. About, I didn't do that. Why are you accusing me? The ethical stuff. The stuff that it's not good. They know. It's so weird as the ethical stuff. Everybody knows.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, you can't say I didn't know because you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So those are the stuff that are bad. Okay, foresight. At this point, you're starting to be able. Actually, remember the high priestess on the other end. You're starting to be able to see in front. You actually considered moving on, leaving at this stage. That's the first time actually you started considering leaving the situation. Okay? All right. On the other side, this right here is permanence. Okay? So it's about keeping it together, keeping a permanent, stable place, even though there was attachments, there was some ethical issues. But again, if you look at this card, at that time, that other person held the house, everything. You couldn't move.
Right.
You were back to the first stage of your life.
Control.
Yeah. Control in this way. Oh, please. Don't, stop. Stop.
I'm okay.
Okay, hang on. We're going to take a quick break. It's all right. This is good. This is about acknowledging it. Acknowledging it.
I'm okay.
You okay? It's good. It is, I'm sorry I can't look at you. I'm going to start crying. So I'm looking at you, Joker. I mean,
it's just a realization. It's okay.
No. It's hitting it right there, baby. Once we get this out, we're gonna boom. We are gonna boom. We need to
That's good.
get
That's
that.
what's called spiritual detox.
We're spiritually detoxing. Okay, it's okay. It's hard. But once that we connect that subconscious to this, we're gonna embrace it. We're gonna understand it, and we're gonna use it as a fuel to go where we're supposed to go. Okay, so. Oh, look at that. You guys remember what the death card was?
Death was in her first 10 years.
Oh, the first. Oh my God,
as
Becky.
the second card coming in full force.
So this is the 2030, right?
Yep.
Okay, 10, 20, 0, 10, 20. This is 30, right? 0 to 10. 10 to 20, 20 to 30.
This is
the 30.
Yeah, 20 to 30
This
decade.
is the third decade.
The third decade, it goes back to the first.
Right.
So you found yourself feeling like you're the first. I need to end. This has to end. That's when you really started feeling it. So actually, from all these 3 readings, the first, your second level was actually the most happiest that you have been.
Definitely a pride.
You know, because you've accomplished what you set out to accomplish from your first one. But it's really weird because we always come back to our first. That weird? Mm-hmm. So this card showed up on the first one, and so you're back again, and that's okay, because you know your ethical values. You weren't lost. So you know, it wasn't. This was being held, not necessarily control, but it was stalemate. You couldn't fight with that. That attachment was greater than the lovers. The lovers is 2 spiritual beings, usually 2 humans, fighting the world together. Okay, this is a person and some sort of other entity, right? Like attachment to a non-spiritual thing. Magician. Okay, so this actually gave you the will. This area here, to move, to get it done. And I know you're very willful. When you set your mind out, that's what I said in the first 10 years of your reading. I said, wow, you know, you're already thinking way ahead, not a normal 10-year-old would do. You know, you had a plan. You were going to work with people outside. You were going to find a spiritual connection with some human being, even though you're not, couldn't do it at home, you know, but you're out. Okay, so again, you knew that there was, it's the ending. It's an ending. And you know that you have to move on. Okay, because that ethical issue, that's the first time you were just like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? I can't find an excuse for this. This is just not right. It's not human right. You've never have been treated that way. Not even your house.
Right.
Actually, it was pretty strict. You know, respect. But, you know, you knew that wasn't right. Okay, so. Oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. It's okay. You have DVR to record your.
Oh, yeah. I just promised the boys I'd be home about 8:30.
Yeah. Okay. It's 8 o'clock, so
15 minutes.
Yeah. So we'll shed up on this, and
if
then
I can leave here by 8:25, it's all
okay.
good.
Okay. Let's do the last one. So we all know what we're looking at right now. Okay. Thank you, Don. Again, visit www.neuralchannels.com and see the viewers in action. Next time we'll have masks. Right? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do 30 to 40.
Correct.
Ooh, okay. 30 to 40. This is our spiritual detox.
Here we go.
All right. Hey, you know what? You've been through the worst. You've already lived through it. Done it. We're just going back in time and kind of looking it from outside now. Bending the space and just seeing. All right, 30 and 40. Let's see. Ugh, okay. This one has a lot of hostility. Oh my God. You see the person, and in Japan, the sword is a soul. So when someone offers you a sword, you don't take it. It's like, they have to kill themselves because, that's a spiritual thing. Okay? So you see this person, he has taken 2 other swords, but he could only carry 3. Well, technically, he could only carry 2, right? Because he has 2 hands. But he didn't have to take those 2 other people. And those 2 people in the back are like, you didn't have to take it. You didn't need it. Why did you even have to take it? It's almost like, killing for the fur and not for a need. Okay, so there's a lot of hostility in this period of time. Okay? A lot of taking.
Yeah.
Taking that it was not necessarily. It's just for hostility purposes only.
Wow.
Okay? All right. And this is upside down. The Hermit is about being wise, being alone, and it's upside down. So, and again, this was on the second reading on the Hermit. In the second reading, you were able to think things out, have time to think. The hostility was so much you couldn't be a hermit, be able to think a way out. It was just kind of like a tornado constantly in this period of time. Okay. Ooh, God. Gee, it's just getting better and better. This card is not a great card. It is mentally victimization. You were the martyr. So that was you were mentally victimized, basically. Kind of like yeah, sure, but you were like a puppet. You were played on mentally. Okay, so you got and you took the swords. There's a lot of swords. Oh my God, see this card?
Yeah.
Person's dead already. I mean, geez, how many more swords can you put in that back? Okay. Anyway.
It's been a journey, I tell ya.
Yep. Okay, so that's a lot of mental victimization, a lot of hostility. Usually they go hand by hand when someone mentally fucks with your head. That causes a lot of hostility, It's an awful feeling. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, material force. That was taken. Being taken. Trust. So the Ace of Pentacles. Ace, tell us about the Ace of Pentacles.
It's a good card. It's prosperity. It's material force, but we like to see that coming in, not going away.
Yeah. So prosperity. So it's hitting you on the physical level and the spiritual level, because the mental victimization is spiritual, hostility, and your needs. So Ooh, oh my God, Jesus Christ. There's your card, Three of Hearts. Oh, is it a trip? It's the trip.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, these are all, okay, so as Ace said, the Ace of Pentacles is a great card. All the aces are. We want them in the present, or coming in, or currently in the present time, not going away. And of course, I know this is upside down because it's in the past, okay? But at one point when you see something upside down, it was right side up and going away.
Okay.
So everything you see in the back, it's always, if it's a force that stayed during those times, it will appear. And it's very seldom to have the subconscious and the conscious to be right on top of each other. The same suit on top of each other. That means it was done subconsciously and consciously, which is really bad. Right? Normally the subconscious is different from the conscious, but this was premeditated, done, and it's an awful time in your life. It's the worst time because it's the hostility, the heartbreak. I mean that speaks the betrayal. Oh my God, this speaks a lot. I mean, one sword hurts, but three.
Coming in from.
How many arteries do you have? You got 3 arteries, right? 3 main arteries or something. I'm not a medical person. Come on,
You mean in the heart? In the heart?
Yeah.
Isn't there 4?
4.
When you
I don't know, but it looks like he got all the 3 main tentacles there. Okay, so, all right, let's get this going here. All right, fortitude. Okay. Actually, that's a good card. Fortitude is having the strength, having kind of like a wall of protection. Okay, and you still kept going. But again, I'm just going to say these are very unlikely. The same swords, same suits, in subconscious and conscious. So that, to me, there's a lot of negative energy. I don't want to say evil or devil because people trip off of that. But to me, that's all negative energy, inspired by negative feelings.
First card also.
Which one?
Is also the same suit. It's also a sword suit.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
And we can rewind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a new beginning. New beginning. So this is actually the towards the end of it. You're really the Fool is about new mistakes, new beginning. Okay. Um, um, and you started a new person.
Yep.
You had to change because you couldn't change the other one.
Right.
So you needed to have new mistakes, and you couldn't do the same mistakes over and over again. You couldn't anymore. Ah, very interesting. The Queen of Cups. Okay, then the Queen of Cups is coming in. Okay, and it's the Queen of Cups is spiritual, intuitive. You're starting to listen to your intuition. Your spirit guide, your what do they call your
Angel.
your subconscious, your spidey sense. Things were starting, and it could be a spirit guide, like someone that's passed away. They either having dreams, and they're constantly visiting you, or you're constantly hearing them, or constantly remembering them. What I mean by spirit guides.
Either my mom or dad. Yep.
So, okay, courage. Wow, 3 of Hearts. Wow. So you know you knew whenever this was hostile, whenever there was a betrayal, you knew the only place, like the first card, had the Hermit here.
Mm-hmm.
You tend to go away from everything. Kind of like by yourself with a wand, kind of like the Hermit, kind of looking in the darkness, looking for light. But you tend to, I wouldn't say run away, but get away from the situation to find your courage or inspiration.
Yep. Kind of in the first decade.
Yep. Okay. All right. So fortitude, hope, and inspiration. So at this point of your life, see the 3 of Swords?
Yep.
Okay. Usually if we match these two and this, you would see if they correspond. Okay. And you still had a little hope, but not as much. Okay. But you stood there and kind of be a martyr. It's like, go ahead. And I believe you did that, so it gives you the courage to move on. So you don't look back. Okay? Now, this is here and now. We're not going to go there. Okay? This is 40 to 50.
Okay.
Ah, fuck it. We're going to go there. It's 8:11.
Yeah. 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to burn something.
Next time.
Next time we'll go and burn.
Okay.
We'll go burn. And then maybe
What is happening?
he's killing the evil energy.
Okay.
All right. All right. Tell us about, these are the things that we're going to be doing next time.
Okay.
These are the signs. We're going to actually bought a black candle.
Just these 3.
Mm-hmm. We're going to put these 3 guys on a candle.
Our black candle.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I don't like to look in the future. It's just 2 years into your 40. I want to ask right now what you should do to find family, peace, and joy
Okay.
at this time of your life.
Alright.
All right. Ace and Gan, can you That's for negative. This for positive.
Right, it's for positive.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna decorate that candle. Okay. We're gonna. I have all the different other candles too, but with more positive. All right. Let's ask the cards. Our blessings. It's time for the Neural Channels cooking show. We're gonna remove some negative energies. Thank you for coming and sharing with us. It was rewarding. In a way, kind of going back.
Heavy.
It's heavy. And you know, you can't find results right now, just like your subconscious, but because you felt it and you shed tears, it's imprinted in your brain. And hopefully the next, and we'll check back with you. We'll check back with you in the next couple of weeks, see how you're doing. Okay. And so we're gonna do this. This is fun, you guys. we have gone here very comedian and what is it? Oh, thank you. Oh, it's itchy. Okay. All right. Tell us what Three of Hearts she'll do or ask to remove these negative energies. Where she find family, peace, and joy for the next in her 40s. Ethical. Truth. Conviction. Ooh. Okay. Spiritual. Spidey sense. Spirit guides. Excitement. Okay. The four wands is excitement. Excitement is good or bad, depending on what's going on. Okay. Okay. This doesn't necessarily mean it's lying and cheating. It's lone wolf style. Okay. All right. Do your own thing. Discipline. Hangman. Remember the time. The first 10 years. Remember the time. Okay. The Hangman. Okay. The Hangman. I'm going to just go through all this. The Empress. Regrets. All right. All right, so it's asking you to stand up for your ethical values, okay? To make sure that instead of being the Queen of Pentacles who had no swords, you'll be the Queen of Swords. This is Ace of Swords, okay? Again, the Aces. He is all about the truth and nothing but the truth. And you're going to have a conviction about it. It's like, do this or die. This is the way it's supposed to be. And if you can't do it, there's the door.
Got it.
Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about being psychic, listening, your spirit's guide, your spidey sense, and that's being developed. Okay.
Okay.
And you're going to turn your excitement. This is about being excited, you know. This is going to be coming in, okay? The lying, the stealing, the cheating, the lone wolf style, okay? You've never really liked the lone wolf style. It's together or not, you know? Being together, doing together, one spirit, one nation under the groove, okay? And the Empress. Okay, the Empress is about. Okay, the Empress. You see the Empress and King.
Yes.
Okay, ethical values. Okay, the Empress is about this. She's a whore. No, I'm just joking. Okay, she is like the opposite of the Emperor. Okay, she wants the cornucopia of delights. Okay, instead of the Emperor going, we're in a party and I want to taste that cake. And that cake and that cake. That's it. Okay? Because I know what I like. The Empress wants to taste everything.
Got it.
So that's when ethics comes in. They want to taste everything. They don't know what they want. All right. So let's look at the negatives here. All right. I'm sorry to say, that's always going to come in. You have that energy of kindness
Okay.
that can be taken advantage of.
Got it.
And so that's kind of like what's going to be coming in. You're not done yet. This is going to start coming in, but you're going to have a conviction this time. I think you already have a conviction going, if you don't release, let my people go, or else, what's his name, that part of the ocean?
Moses.
Thank you, Moses. Let my people go, or I will, get your firstborn. That's how you're going to play life now. It's all about, you can't have everything. You could have this, but you can't have everything.
That's that fortitude.
Yeah, exactly.
Protecting yourself.
And no more regrets.
Right.
No more regrets. Okay, so what I need you to do is to dress this. Oh, good. Excellent. Good job. Thank you, Ace. So she already dressed this.
It has your 3
Oh, did you do that with your fingernails?
Yes.
Or
Wow.
okay. So if you guys would recognize this, actually this is just 3 circles together. But if you take that out, you guys see that on TV a lot. But it's actually that.
Yeah.
You know?
Trinity.
Yeah.
symbol.
Yeah? And the star. And of course this is the little man. Okay? That just invokes all the negative energy.
And contrary to popular, belief, this is not an evil sign of a lot of people that pentagram and such.
Yeah?
These are looking at.
Okay, you're gonna sign with dragon blood. We're gonna burn it. And you're gonna take it and bury it in your backyard.
Okay.
Okay, give her the pen.
What pen?
Oh, Alan.
Okay. I want you to write down regrets, broken relationship,
Need to fart. To talk.
these are all the different cards. I mean, different other.
Regrets.
Broken relationship. Lying, stealing, cheating.
All the fun stuff. This is not working.
All the fun stuff.
Well, I was tired of it. Okay. Okay. Good?
Yep.
So you got
Abusive.
No longer being abusive.
broken
Abuse.
relationship, regrets. There you go.
Regrets.
Abuse.
What other unethical things that you'd want to put in there that's negative that you hate? Write them down.
That's pretty good.
I think we got a lot.
I think.
I think that's enough.
Dishonesty.
Oh, that's cheating.
That's lying, stealing, cheating.
Lying.
All right.
Poor fashion sense.
Not really. All right.
Insecurities goes with all this.
You can still write it.
Ooh, can we have some sea salt? Oh, I need to get some sea salt. Okay, Ace, can you put it together over there?
Yeah.
All
In the
right.
middle by the candle.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, don't block the nose, because God's gonna get mad.
I know.
All right.
Then, while we're putting this together, our website where you can visit us is www.neuralchannels.com.
And don't forget to check our schedule. You guys can call in on Skype, live on broadcast. And bring it out above. There we go.
You can't see it.
There's some sea salt.
You can't see it in the camera.
Oh.
That's why I didn't hold it.
There you go. Hang on.
There you go. Much better.
There you go. All right. So what we're gonna do is look at all these lovely things. Should we get you some purification? I think that is a good one, Ace. What do you think? We got
Yeah.
dragon blood. We got success. We got protection.
Success is good. That word's been popping up a lot. I will succeed.
All right.
Any of these are great. I mean, protection.
I think
is a good
protection
thing
would be good for now.
because it's
Okay.
protecting against the lying, cheating, stealing,
I want you to lie.
energy.
Like it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Great, you're doing great through your hearts.
Thank you, thank you.
Cool. Now what? There you go. Perfect. Now what I want you to do is take that parchment that you've written down,
Okay.
throw into our magic bowl of yin and yang. Okay. Put some salt.
Okay.
That's sea salt, by the way. Love sea salt. All natural. From the ground. Put a little. All right. Now, as it burns, I want all of us to
And
think.
what was that? We didn't say what that
Oh,
was.
this is just alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah. Get
All
rid
about
of it.
purification.
All about purification. Standard alcohol. Okay. Now we're gonna take this candle, and I want you to light that up in there.
Okay.
And we're all gonna think about all the other stuff. Let's all close our eyes and wish for Three of Hearts, for all the negativity to go away. Okay, let's go ahead and open it up. There we go. Evil go away. Negativity will go away. After this is done, we're going to put it, I want you to bury it in your backyard.
Okay.
Somewhere that you know that's peaceful, that's your spot, maybe under a flower, or, somewhere that you find beauty in
Okay.
the backyard.
Right.
Like, oh, this is a nice spot, I like that flower, or something like that.
Okay.
All right? And then I want you to take that candle with you
Okay.
and light it up every night.
In my house or
Yeah,
in
your
my
house.
room.
In your house, in your bedroom, where your sacred places.
Okay.
Keep lighting it every night. It doesn't matter how much, just light it up. Light it up every night for if you can't do it 1 minute, then just, do it the next. Just light it up every night.
Okay.
Okay?
A lot. So the incense and
Yes.
the candle.
Yes.
Okay.
Until it's all gone for at least a week.
Okay.
Okay? All right. This concludes our broadcast. Stay tuned. Visit us at neuralchannels.com or at YouTube, Neural Channels. And we have all the links on the website. And blessed be, and everybody be good to each other.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.